Keong, and today I'm going to do something a little different. I'm going to give a full review and analysis of how Donald Trump won the election. First thing to note, this is just an honest review from what I've collected on the elections that happened in America a few days ago. Note that I have no need to provide a biased view because I am not even related to this election. But I find it to be a pretty interesting event, mainly because of the causal effect it has around the world. It is seriously viral. Trump has been waiting for this moment for a long time. I happened to stumble upon a video documenting something quite a long time ago, even before I was born. I've shared the video link below. You see, from my point of view, politics can be a tricky thing, and it's really like a reality TV show, and a politician is the cast in this show. You have to be under the limelight all the time. Let's take a look at what placed Trump in the limelight all this while before he even ran for presidency, right? As a typical working Malaysian who rarely catches on world politics, when I hear Trump running for presidency, what went through my mind? Trump Towers, the "You Are Fired" show, a billionaire with that recognizable hairstyle. Yeah, sure, even I know him. I don't know shit about politics in America, and I'm sure that I can also represent a vast majority of Malaysians, but regardless of that fact, I can still remember this Trump character. Why? Because he is under the spotlight for all the controversial subjects, topics that can get people talking. My friend is known as politics, in other words, people relations. Even before running for presidency, this guy attracts attention, and attention can convert into votes, and it's basically just statistics. The more attention you get, the higher votes you can score, don't matter if it's for the good or for the bad. Yes, he may come across as being a lot of negative things to many people, and you can call him whatever you want. But the fact is, he has always been backed by a solid track record, something you cannot ignore. If there is a name to this, I would call it consistency. He does what he does best and is not afraid to do it again just because he is being consistent. You see, consistency is a powerful tool in anything you do, because this will build a really solid character that people can relate to. For example, I can relate to a person just because he is consistently being a good guy, or if he is consistently being a prick. And for Trump's character, well, I would leave this to Americans because they know him the best. The name of the game is not to change, don't matter the situation or environment, which in this case, Trump is in an uncharted territory, a businessman in politics. Now back at Trump and his persona, do you notice the same thing that I said? Did he exhibit the same trait over and over again, no matter what you throw at him? That's what I call consistency. Now this is one topic I would probably need to review from time to time, as we have yet to see if Trump is all talk. But as how I would perceive many Americans would go about thinking, they would think like, oh hey, this Trump guy is loaded, and perhaps he can improve our lives if we vote for him. They may not exactly be wrong in that sense. Besides, he has many experience as a businessman, but as a politician, there are a lot of mixed reviews on this. In all of Trump's rallies and speeches, Trump always seems to be bragging about himself. Is it possible that the way to win an election seems to be the bragging rights he has? He probably realized he has no prior experience as a politician, but he still needs an edge over his opponent. And what does this translate to? Almost all the time you can see Trump seems to be placing himself high and aloof when it comes to almost everything. Okay, so we can see this as basics of marketing and a unique selling opportunity. Being the businessman that he is, he probably understands this the best and makes this literally his trump card. Now, how can you market and sell something to someone when there is no problem? So again, Trump creates a problem that is larger than life. Actually, I don't even know the problem or understand if America is really facing any of the problems that he mentions. But to sell something, almost all the salespeople know that this is an old trick. They should create a problem that can pique your interest, and this will translate to need. And where does this problem that he creates go to? It's probably in the American rural areas, or in Malaysia we call it the kampong, where people are less exposed to technology and media. There is no doubt he has probably hit all the right notes to win the election. Seems like the basics of his business skill is applied thoroughly. My take is, if he can efficiently translate his expertise from one domain, which is business, to another, which is garnering votes for election seats, I would be really interested to see what he can actually do as a president. This is my first time doing this kind of review, so if you think this is a pretty good material and I can include topics like this in my new channel, please click like and subscribe. I would also like to know what you think about this review in the comment section below.